Hello. Welcome back to Chit Chatting with Kate Carr. Here's a little snippet of what I've got in store for you in this video. But before we get into all of that, be sure to get comfy, get cozy, grab your favorite beverage. Today, per usual, we are sipping on a nice black coffee. We have a hot espresso with a hint of caramel macchiato. Be sure to let me know what you are sipping on in the comments below. And while you're down there, be sure to like, comment something else, share, subscribe, all of the YouTube things, so that way that I can continue creating the content that I enjoy creating, that you enjoy consuming, that YouTube enjoys promoting, so we can continue building this gal pal community over here on Chit Chatting with Kate Carr. Has this lovely face come across your For You page on TikTok? Let me know. And of course, let me know your thoughts. And I'm gonna share mine, of course, but let us watch the videos first and then let's yip yap, because I have some thoughts on this. We have a content creator who is talking about a life hack while you're traveling. I'm gonna let her first video do the talking.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room, even the other coffee makers where it like brews through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear. I did not realize how many people already knew this hack. I learned it years ago from a friend that was a flight attendant, and it's brilliant.
I'm gonna give you a second to take that in. I usually don't drink, if I am at a hotel, I usually don't drink from the coffee pot simply because the coffee just sucks in a hotel room. I'm not gonna say I've never used a coffee pot, but moving forward, hell no. Of course I'm not. Are you kidding me? This is so disgusting on so many different levels. This came across my For You page and I literally was like, there's no way. There's no way she shared this brilliant hack and thought it was okay, thought it was cool, thought it, like, I'm literally just speechless because people are so disgusting out there. People are so disgusting. So apparently this was all rage bait. You know, she wants to get her name out there. You did it. Congratulations. Is it going to give you longevity on whatever you want your content creation career to be? Probably, but not in a way that you probably would have hoped. I don't know where you were going with this. Yes, she's talking about something so gross and unsanitary, unhealthy. Like, are you kidding me? People are trying to drink their coffee. You don't mess with the coffee. I'm gonna sound so on my millennial side, but literally don't mess with your coffee. Don't mess with people's coffee, especially in a hotel room. The people that do drink it, they're just like, all right, I need to get my morning refresher in. I'm gonna stop you if you are considering drinking hotel room coffee. Different than, of course, like hotel lobby coffee. And of course, overall, like, as clean or as like hospitable the place is, not everywhere is perfect. You know, you got to expect some sort of grossness, especially just like restaurants and just in general. You got to expect a level. But me personally, I like to remain naive for the most part, because if I don't, I will spiral. But to go to this level and push this out there just shows how gross people can be. The reason I'm saying this is rage bait is because, one, she kind of says it herself, but I'm also back and forth because of the fact of just the way that she responded, and we're gonna get into that, but it's also like, you were sharing this as if this was like a brilliant, you literally said in your own words, like this is brilliant, this is a hack, I didn't know so many people knew about this. And which, yes, she's not physically showing her washing her underwear in the coffee pot, but who says that she didn't try it? Who says she didn't actually do it? I'm not saying she actually did it. She's just sharing the knowledge, apparently, but also, like, she's sharing this as if this is a like life-saving hack, a life tip, a travel hack. And she's not saying like, ew, this is disgusting, can you believe people do this? This isn't the way that she's putting it out in this first video. So it's like, you were kind of hoping that this, even if you do claim this is rage bait at the end of the day, yeah, of course it's working. People are talking about you, but literally at what cost? And also, like, it's so stereotypical, but it's true. especially if you're a woman, we pack like we're never gonna see underwear again in our life for whatever reason. I'm sure we can all attest to it in the comments. When we pack, when we travel, it doesn't matter if it's a 2-day, a 4-day, a 5-day, we are traveling with 20 times the amount of underwear. For what reason? Who knows? In our head, we just need a million pairs of underwear. There, of course, are different situations and different circumstances, but regardless, like the baseline of packing underwear is you gotta pack 20 times more than you actually would on a normal, just regular basis at home. And of course, there's situations where you do run out of underwear, but maybe there's a Burlington or a Ross nearby. You can get some cheap underwear for the time being, or use the bathroom sink, use the shower. There's different things. You can get boiling hot water and use the same thing, but wash it in something that's not something where people are consuming. And mainly I would say the shower, because then people are brushing their teeth in the sink. But like, regardless, you're not gonna do it through a coffee pot where people are drinking and consuming. That is so just, of course, on the route of just like unhygienic, just disgusting and unhealthy. Just like overall, that's literally like, that's literally contaminating it. So just the fact of passing this along, rage bait or not, is just so disgusting and foul on like so many different levels. And if you run out of underwear at this point, go run down the street, go to the gift shop. I don't know if gift shop sells underwear, I don't think they do, but go rinse them in. You got the hair dryer, so why not rinse it in the bathroom? Go in the tub, go in the shower, use some soap in whatever way. So clearly you're in a dire situation where you need an extra pair of underwear. You're given this tip. How about give a tip that's actually not rage baiting and not disgusting and not foul? And the reason I bring up rage baiting is because apparently she tried to go viral about a year ago saying the same kind of concept, but honestly delivering it in a different tone, more on the way of being like, hey, like, you know, people do that out there. Clearly that did not take off. So maybe you just don't have to try that again.
Okay, you guys, story time. Does anybody else not use the coffee maker in their hotel room? Here's the deal. I was told years ago that that's how women clean their underwear. Well, not just women, probably men too. Clean dirty underwear or like pantyhose or anything like that. They put them in there and it disinfects it with the hot water. So I've never made and brewed coffee in my hotel room. But I found out everyone else on the on the trip, they're all making their little lattes and all their drinks in their hotel rooms. Does anybody else not use their coffee maker in their hotel room because of the gross stuff that you don't know what happens in there? Or is that just like absolutely crazy and it's really not true?
Side note, Tara, you have wonderful arms. Those are some Pilates body arms, girl. Like, you can go, if you want to go viral and you want to be known, like, show off your arms more, girl. But I think the way that she delivered this one, yeah, maybe she didn't get enough attention or views, but the way that she delivered it this time was so different. It was more of awareness, like, hey, maybe don't use the hotel coffee room. I heard this down the line. Maybe people do it, maybe they don't, but don't risk it because it's gross. You know, use the hotel coffee lobby, go to a cafe. Don't use the coffee maker in your room because people like to do XYZ. And I think it's a better way to approach it. But again, if you tried this a year ago and it didn't take off, then it didn't take off. You just try new again, try something else, talk about something else. Maybe something else will blow up for you in a better way than this newfound way of you delivering this life hack. Because the first video that I showed, she was excited about it. She was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know so many people knew about this. And the second video was better in the more of like the awareness standpoint, which it should be more of the awareness standpoint of people are washing their underwear in a coffee maker, which again, essentially doesn't fully make sense. Yes, women's underwear are smaller, but if you think about it, like, the machines, especially like the Keurig and like the coffee pod type ones, compared to like, you know, like a kettle type of one, they have like the holes that poke through it. So like if you are doing this, like you're kind of risking putting holes in your underwear too. So it doesn't make full sense, but either way, you got us talking, girl. But again, if you want to get us talking, talk about those arms. What is your workout routine? I didn't go into her page, but maybe she should share more of that because her arms look amazing and I want my arms to look like that. So this is Tara's response to her most recent video that took off because she was sharing it as if this is a life hack, not awareness. This is like a repost, but the caption is calling her the coochie coffee lady. I can't.
it was more of something that I posted to like be why not to use the coffee pot. So it was more like, hey, this is why I wouldn't use the coffee pot. I learned that from a friend that was a flight attendant, and I was like, ew. But I've never been into those Keurigs anyway. Not even because of the underwear, just because they're dirty and I don't think the hotel cleans them. But the underwear part, well, I don't even want to tell you guys that it wasn't real, because you guys are having way too much fun thinking it's real. And it's whatever. It's better just think what you guys want to think.
So her response is more passing it off. It's like, oh, you guys are thinking it's real. That's on you. Yeah, because you said this was like a brilliant idea. You said this was like something, you said it with excitement the second time around. You wanted the attention. You definitely got the attention. You know, hey, I'm talking about it. Other people are talking about it. But there's other ways that you could get attention, girl, and this is not the best way. And then to come on it and like gaslight us to be like, no, you guys think it's real, that's on you. The way you delivered it the second time, if you would have delivered it the first time around the same way, maybe retried it, but the same messaging, the same like overall purpose, then maybe, yeah, you could have this response. But in my opinion, you cannot have this response because of the fact of you saying like, hey, you're giving off the vibe of it being like, hey, this is a life hack. Not saying I necessarily do it, but hey, this is a life hack. Did you know this? I didn't know so many people knew it. This is brilliant. So, I don't know. All I know is it's disgusting either way. I'm sure there's people out there who do it like that. So if anything, this is awareness to maybe not drink the hotel coffee maker in your room. I know that I will probably, whenever I do travel next, whenever the heck that will be, I will be a little bit more aware of that because foul. The only words I have for that is foul, just for the idea of it in general. And just overall, I just had to talk about this. It's silly TikTok stuff. But also it isn't silly because it's so disgusting. Just the overall, again, the overall idea of what this could be and how people are doing it. And hey, who knows who's gonna try it afterwards. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, please. Is this on your For You page? Did I bring this to your For You page? If I did, so sorry, but also thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. Either way, if you did make it this far, please leave the puking emoji because this is foul, this is disgusting, or alongside the puking emoji, or alongside just your thoughts on this overall TikTok of whatever Tara is putting out in this world. Be sure to drop the emoji of whatever drink you are sipping on in this video. Again, I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you next one. Bye!